The immortal John Hancock here, and recently I picked up the new Nintendo 2DS XL, and I've been a fan of the series, though this is kind of an interesting unit here. I don't know if it's for everybody, but I thought I'd showcase it and show the differences between this unit and some previous older units. Let's go check it out together. So here it is, the new Nintendo 2DS XL. So I'm a huge fan of this 3DS line, and it's gone through a lot of changes. The last 3DS XL that I got was a gift from my wife for completing my master's program, and I've had this I think about 3 years. And here's the box differences. Box is kind of a weird shape, kind of like a thick rectangle, and here's the 2DS box I got my daughter. 2DS is a great console, by the way, for kids. Definitely the budget way to go. And here we go. Let's unbox it. Big fan of the series. A lot of versions though, a lot of versions of hardware is tough to keep up with. You know, I don't blame anybody for not wanting to get the new console, but this is a special item for my collection. I was able to purchase this at the Nintendo store in Redmond. And here we go. Comes with simple packaging. Very cool. Comes with a power brick though. Silly that the last version didn't. But that's cool. And doesn't come with a book like the 3DS XL did. Just comes with some simple paperwork and some AR cards. So here's the console. Definitely can feel lighter than this model. Again, this is the original 3DS XL. And compare the sizes here. Its measurements are a little bit different. Flip this open here. And voila! And as you cannot, hopefully you can see this on camera, it's everything's black, but the micro SD card is right by the game slot, and it's the same size, 4 gigabyte as the 3DS XL. I'm going to transfer my old unit to the new unit, and it should be the same process. I'm just going to do a direct transfer. I'm not going to use the computer or anything. I don't have a ton on my console, so it shouldn't take too long. And I'll talk about that and show you the screen differences and brightness and how it looks. Let's check it out. So here it is. 3 different 3DS systems in the family. Anyways, I have the 2DS on the left hand side. Again, this is a great option for kids. Thought I'd show the screen size and kind of graphically how it looks. I tried to put all the 3DS systems on the same menu size, the icons, as well as show the screen resolution, and even the same theme, which is blue, the standard blue. And if you notice on the top there, I don't know, I'm looking at the top here, this is the 3DS XL, and the bottom here is the new 2DS XL. The actual unit, it's lighter, feels a lot better in the hands. One thing I didn't like about the 3DS XL is it was a little bit heavy. And then again, this is the original model that came out, and this, you know, I've had this probably like 3 years. And so this one down here, and it's got a nice feel to it. Got some extra features. One thing, one kind of interesting note is they changed the stylus to a short little stubby thing. And so I don't know if I like that. I used this stylus quite a bit and used it a lot on Animal Crossing. And here's the 2DS version. The new one, just to let you know, it wasn't talked about a lot, but the new one does come with a micro SD card, and it's housed right there again. And I don't know, just kind of looking through it. I'll turn the sound up. Kind of go through the menu here. Here's the original Fat, I guess. Now you call it the Fat. The 3DS XL Fat. I don't know which screen looks better. It's close. But I have to say the new 2DS XL, it feels a lot better in the hands. By the way, the new control pad. So I unofficially heard this. So I guess Nintendo is calling this the Plus Pad now. That was that's the new word for the directional pad. It'll always be a D-pad for me, but Nintendo's calling it a Plus Pad now. So interesting. And so I just want to know your thoughts on this. So that's it. I mean, it's not much new. There's not much new to this unit other than it's a sleeker design. It took some annoying features out. I really like, one thing I really enjoy is they got rid of these buttons. I hated those. I like this is way better setup, I think. I have to play with it more just to figure out what I prefer. But from my limited experience with it already, I like the new setup. Other thing to note, I got an aftermarket case, and one thing with the last case is this, the power cord rolled up was hard to kind of fit into this, but with the new 2DS XL there's a little bit more space, and so it's a little bit easier to fit. So if you have a case for the old one, it'll work with the new one. There might be just a tad extra space in it, so don't get rid of them. But that's it. Just kind of thought I'd do a simple screen comparison. I know it's kind of a long video, but hopefully this helps you determine kind of what's best for you. Honestly, I think if you have a 3DS XL, I don't know if I'd switch, because you do have the 3D ability with that. I guess the new Metroid does have the ability to be in 3D, so I don't know. This is cool. This is a cool version for people that don't have a 3DS. I think it's a great, inexpensive way of jumping in. I think that if you already have one, stick with your 3DS XL. If you're gonna get, if you have one already. And I would still say for kids, especially with holidays coming up, and you want to get something inexpensive, I still think if you got younger kids, I would say, ages 10 or less, this is still a great way to go. I am a huge fan of the 2DS. Some people call it the Wedge. I'm still a fan of that. This is just kind of a weird middle market. I still don't know who it's targeting, but if anything, it's for people that don't want to get a Switch and spend $300. So you got some options out there, and I do think it's cool that Nintendo is still supporting the 3DS line. And it is successful. They sold millions, and there's a lot of great games. The other cool thing is it's still backwards compatible with DS games, which is a bajillion games out there. All right, I hope that helps. So that's that. There it is, the new Nintendo 2DS XL. Kind of cool that they're coming out with a new unit, but don't know if it's for everybody. Thank you so much to anybody who's viewed any of my videos around the world. My hat's off. I'm up to 3 videos a week, one on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. I typically upload at 8 o'clock a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. I also have a Patreon in which for as little as $1 a month you get an exclusive video from me. Thank you so much. This is your Immortal John Hancock. Take care.